to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
The blackest dies.
Puny God.
Come on!
To make this pencil.
You're terminated, fucker.
Live or die, man.
Roads? Well, we're going, we don't need roads.
There can be only one.
Kill you all.
Goonies never say die.
We always each other. As you can see, I'm not happier.
Are you not entertained?
This is friend.
Happy trails, Hans.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Skewered Universe Podcast. My name is Jeff.
And I might be Leiann.
She might be. She's having an identity crisis, apparently.
As usual.
We want to welcome you guys to episode 47. The
Welcome!
reason I point that out is we are inching closer to our 50th episode.
What does that mean? Why should we care?
That's a milestone for us.
It is. We've never really had a milestone before.
We have a milestone!
Yay!
Yay! I don't have live sound effects, otherwise I'd do it.
You could be like certain podcasters and have your own little soundboard.
Like our friend Paul over at Invasion of the Podcast.
I didn't want to call him out, but yes.
I'll call him out. I'll call him out, and then he'll message me and be like, hey, bro, what the hell? I'll be like, hey, man, come on. You're
Giving away his secrets.
It's like, we all can figure it out. It's not magic. Well, it's podcasting magic.
No, I asked him because I didn't know. I was like, tell me what your secret is. What are you doing?
I knew he had some kind of a soundboard, but I didn't know what.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to watch a movie tonight, but we don't know what we're going to watch.
Yeah, apparently you have some ideas for us.
I do have some ideas. I actually dove into the horror section of Amazon Prime.
Oh.
And I've got 11 different selections that I thought looked kind of interesting. Some a little heavy, some from the 70s, which we know aren't going to be heavy. They'll probably be a little ridiculous. But I mean, we got through The Baby just fine, so I think other 70s films will be perfect to get through. Maybe.
I don't mind older movies because they tend to be super cheesy and a lot of fun. For example, we recently watched what was it called?
The movie last night that we watched?
Yeah.
Fatal Exam.
Fatal Exam.
Oh. We turned on the Shudder live stream and it was finishing up The Intruder,
which we were immediately making fun of.
And then it started Fatal Exam, which
we were immediately making fun of.
Oh my god. Like, nothing happened until the very, very, very end of this movie.
Yeah.
It is not one that we're going to cover ever on the show,
Oh,
I don't
God,
believe.
no. That we would bore our listener to death. Hi, Monica.
Oh. Let's talk about that.
We have a single follower. Her name is Monica. We don't know who she is.
Technically Monique.
Oh, Monique. Okay,
Monique.
okay.
Not that I was trying to correct you, but yes, our fan, our one fan that we've called out episodes back, has started emailing the show. But I don't think she quite understands email because it's all job searches and
Good
weird
for her.
stuff.
Good for her.
But hey, we're getting correspondence. So thank you, Monique. Keep enjoying that universe that's just a bit skewered and keep emailing the show.
Yeah.
If it's not feedback, I'm just going to unsubscribe and mark them as junk. But hey, any correspondence is correspondence.
At least we know we have one fan, and that fan has a name.
It's been so nice. It's been so nice.
To have a fan?
To have a fan. Yes, we have a fan who emails us. I I think she might be a little older, which is why she doesn't grasp how email quite works.
Older women looking for jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, it. But it is what it is. Our fan has corresponded with us.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a hidden meaning to the emails that I'm not understanding.
Can you imagine someone applying for a job and the employer looks at the email address and goes, huh, Skewered Universe, what does that mean?
I've been waiting for some kind of follow-up email like, we got a job interview request from this email address, and be like, technically you did not.
I will totally be Monique. I will get her that job.
Well, all right. You heard it, Monique. We're going to help you land that job.
Yep.
Apparently she's on the East Coast.
Okay. Good to know the time restraints.
There's a lot of stuff for Syracuse, so like New York area. Yeah. But thank you, Monique, for emailing the show.
Yeah. We appreciate you.
So now.
What do you got for us, Jeff?
Is there anything else you would like to talk about before we dive into sorting out what we're going to watch tonight?
Just wanted to touch briefly on social media because sometimes, I don't put my social media out there for everyone. Mm-hmm. Just because my social media is very boring. I'm a very normal, boring, private person. And so, unlike you, Jeff, where you post everything, you post to the Skewered Universe page.
Yes.
And I don't know if people have found my profile. It's fine if you do, but just know I don't accept friend requests from strangers that don't send a message. So if you're a fan of the show and you want to be my friend, that's fine, but if you want me to accept the request, you have to send me a message or I will delete it. And it's not because I don't like you. It's just because I don't know who you are.
Right. That's understandable. It's probably because I've tagged you in your full name in some of the posts I've put up about what we're doing.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're going to send a friend request,
let me know who you are.
Let her know who you are. But first thing you should do, go to that group page. Become a member of the group. Go to the Facebook page. Become a member of that as well.
Why would they want to do that?
Because then they'll find out exactly what the fuck we're doing over here.
Oh, because we sometimes we don't even know.
Yeah, sometimes we don't even know.
Like tonight.
But I'm trying to get better about that, people. I'm trying to make our social media a lot better. Yeah, tonight we're going into this with not knowing what our plan is.
Yeah.
But we needed to record because it's episode 47. Like I said, we're getting closer to 50. We got something semi-big plan for 50.
Yeah, of course.
And on our next episode, episode 48, I'm going to spitball this with you now, Leiann.
Okay.
We're going to put together a little giveaway for somebody out there in the Skewered Universe.
Okay.
We'll sort out the details off the show so nobody knows what's going on, and then we'll present it on episode 48. That gives them through episode 49 up until episode 50. So they'll have a few weeks to get an answer into us. And then it's going to be a random selection as to who wins.
Okay.
And we'll divulge what the giveaway prize will be in episode 48. That way you guys have an idea of what you're fighting for. Sound good?
Yeah.
And on top of that, you're getting a 50th episode talking about something really, really cool, something that I love, something that I know Leiann has an interest in, and we're not even going to talk about it yet till we get to 50.
No.
So you're just going to have to wait. But before we get into the show here, follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Search for Skewered Universe. Go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Skewered Universe Podcast, and make sure you sign up there. You can support the show. It helps us keep bringing you guys content. You'll get those audio commentaries that we're working on. You'll get Skewered Universe Transmissions episodes. All that kind of good stuff. And on top of that, you're helping us help you to live a better life through listening to our podcast.
And also, if you found us, then first of all, welcome. Second of all, with whatever podcatcher you're using right now, whether it's Apple, whether it's Podbean, whether it's whatever, can you please hit the follow button and maybe click the like button? Because we would really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I love you.
On that same note, leave us a rating. Leave a comment about the show. Tell everyone that, hey, they should give it a listen because it's really fun. Or, blast us in the comments and leave a low rating. And then you'll see what happens on the show when I read it out loud to everyone so they can hear it. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, we'd prefer nothing less than 5-star ratings with glowing reviews of how professional we are over here.
Because we're very professional.
But, some people get a wild hair up their ass and don't appreciate what we do. And that's just fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Mm-hmm. But that's where you can follow us. Leiann, are you ready to go through the list I've put together?
Should I be calling you Jericho? What?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Jericho's got a list.
Not anymore.
Oh, he got rid of the list.
He had the lexicon of Jericho.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, the list was copyrighted by WWE, so we had the lexicon.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
How do you copyright a non-existent list? Whatever. Okay, so, it's fine. It's fine.
So how would you like to... Do you want me to list the names, or do you want me to show you what's here? Or you can pick by name and we'll read the description, or...
How about this? Are there any... Oh, tell me the serious ones.
Vivarium.
Vivarium.
Yes.
Caesarean. Oh, that would be a good horror movie. The Caesarean. It's just a fetus that tries to kill everyone.
Well, that's more along the lines of The Thingy, which is about the living placenta, but...
The Thingy?
That is not a serious movie. The Night Watchman.
The Night Watchman, okay.
Come to Daddy.
That sounds like a porn.
Suspiria, the 2018 version, which I will tell you don't need to see the original to watch. They're two completely separate movies.
Okay.
Same name, but... And I am going to say When a Stranger Calls seems a little bit more in the serious camp. I've never seen it, but...
Okay.
So those are our serious options. If you heard a click, that was me grabbing a pen. So I'm putting an S next to the serious options. Did I tell you The Night Watchman?
Yes.
Okay. I'm doing this live on the air. What would you like to know next? What are the more...
What's the more fun ones?
Okay, the rest are going to be probably more of the fun ones.
Okay.
The Velocipastor.
Okay, that's one that I've been wanting to watch for a while.
The Thingy.
Oh, okay.
Don't Look in the Basement. It is a 1973 movie. I put that under fun because 70s movies tend to... Early 70s movies...
Ridiculous.
Tend to be ridiculous. Edge of the Axe from 1989 seems like a just...
Fun slasher.
Yeah, fun slasher. Savage Weekend from 1979. And JD's Revenge from 1976.
Okay. Oh. Well, now I don't know if I want serious or silly.
I will hand you that list. I will hand you the pen.
So you can look for the thing?
So I can try to find the cat that I dropped.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Okay. That was fun.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I like the name of Vivarium. It sounds kind of badass.
Stars Jesse Eisenberg.
I don't know who that is.
Zombieland, the main paranoid guy.
And it's serious?
Yeah. I don't know what it entails, but I put it on there because it seemed like a more serious option.
Okay, well, first of all, my first instinct is the Velocipastor. Okay, your pen doesn't work, sir.
Okay, well, then try this end. Try the big felt end.
I thought you were going to say fat, and I'm like, that sounds like another porn. Big fat end.
My big fat end.
Don't look in the basement for my big fat end. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... Damn, this is rough. You picked some really interesting ones.
I tried to go from more modern to, a little old school.
Okay, you did kind of go in chronological order. Well, I don't want to do Edge of the Axe at the moment because I'm not in the mood to analyze blood spatter. I want to have fun and not get angry.
Duly noted.
The Thingy. Damn, Velocipastor and The Thingy. Those are the two I'm really interested. Come to Daddy. That sounds awful.
Starring Elijah Wood.
Oh. That changes things. Okay. I have chosen 3 options. The Velocipastor, The Thingy, and Come to Daddy.
Okay.
So, you can go ahead and figure out if there's one in particular you want.
I also am kind of leaning towards the Velocipastor,
I
only
figured
because
you would.
I've been really wanting to see that.
Guess what? That's what we're fucking watching tonight.
We're going to watch the Velocipastor, ladies and gentlemen. So what's going to happen now?
Oh,
those of you...
We call it something now. It doesn't roll off the fucking tongue.
Are Interstellar Interstitials. Yeah, I know. It's a work in progress. Hey, if you've got a better title for what this should be called, shoot it over to us at Skewered Universe Podcast at gmail.com. Monique, if you have an idea, you already know the email address. Shoot it to us.
Yeah, so basically what we do is we watch the movie for 15 minutes, pause it and record our thoughts, go back to the movie, and then we do that every 15 minutes.
And it actually makes for a really good time watching the movie.
We have a lot of fun.
And I hope you guys have fun listening to it.
It's like you guys are watching it with us, essentially.
Yeah. And for those of you who have already listened to our show and you know what we're doing, this is for those new listeners who this may be their first episode that they just happen to listen to.
And it's funny because the last time I went to our friend Maggie's house, I had her listen to our episode, The Baby. Mm-hmm. So not only did she find the episode fun, she's got ADD, so she had a hard time listening. But she had a lot of fun listening to it, and when it got to the Scorpio part, she started cracking up. She goes, James, get over here. You need to hear what they said about Scorpios. Because she's a Scorpio.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. My cousin is cool.
Yeah.
My cousin is so
She's
cool.
your cousin, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, I guess your cousin by marriage in a way.
Yeah, but she and I have talked about it, and we consider each other friends.
You guys are like close friends.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to dive into this movie. I am going to find it right now because I didn't pull it up ahead of time because I didn't know what we were doing. There it is.
Oh, wow, that was quick.
2018's The Velocipastor. We're going to dive in. You guys are going to hear a trailer for The Velocipastor. And then we'll be back to talk to you about our opening thoughts.
Roar! Praise Jesus!
They followed me home. The Velocipastor. A troubled priest.
How long has it been since your last confession?
Oh, it's been about 2 years. I do drugs, sell drugs, murder people. The Velocipastor. A beautiful girl with a dark past.
Last night was amazing.
What are you talking about?
The time you turned into a dinosaur and ate someone.
What?
Dinosaurs.
You guys talk all the time about helping people. This might actually be the first time in your life you can.
By what? Killing people?
Yes!
Tell me I mean anything
That's insane, Doug. God does not want people dead.
Oh, I think God wants a lot of people dead.
So we are 15 minutes in. What are we thinking so far, Leiann?
I didn't realize what it was, and I'm so glad that it is what it is, because it's one of those movies that's, like, intentionally silly. Like, silly is not the right word. Is it?
I think you're good saying intentionally silly, yeah.
Okay, and then when we were looking at the credits, the starting credits, I got super stoked because one of my favorite musical artists is in it, Voltaire. I cannot wait.
You were so stoked when you saw that name come up. And I had no idea.
Yeah, I can't wait to see who he plays when he comes in. I'm so stoked.
Yeah, so far, I'm the sequence in the beginning where our main character, Doug's parents, blow up in a car. But it just said VFX car.
And
car
he's
explosion.
he's sitting there going, no! And then the camera tries to pan away, like, cinematically, but then it just kind of moves around randomly.
The look of the dinosaur, I guess,
yeah,
is pretty cheesy.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah.
The look of what was supposed to be China, where he went where God would not follow on the advice of Father Stewart.
Yeah, he ran into a forest, and apparently that forest was China because he said it was China. So we're like, oh, he's in China. Next thing we know, he wakes up in bed, and the other pastor is like, oh, was it that nightmare again? And he's like, yeah. And you think, oh, it didn't happen. It was a dream. But then you see his backpack and he's like, oh, you're sick from all your travels. And I'm like, so did it happen or did it not happen?
It happened. He was given a claw from something.
Sure.
By a dying woman in quote unquote China. Told to destroy it, but it cut his hand and then he passed out and... Oh, man. We
met a new character.
Carol, the hooker.
Yeah.
Apparently the hooker with a heart of gold.
Apparently.
Because when she's at home, she's just this sweet, demure little thing.
Wearing this lovely, flowy outfit.
Drinking her tea. Oh,
although man. I do think it was hilarious that he thought they had hooked up. And there's the miscommunication of what happened. She was like, it was so scary. I think I peed myself. He goes, oh, it was your first time too.
She just looks at him and goes, yeah? And then he's like, I'm a priest. We couldn't have done anything. She goes, you turned into a dinosaur and killed someone. It's like, what? She goes, oh, you must have blacked out. He goes, all I remember is the craving for flesh. Like, that could also be you hiring a hooker.
True.
Anyway, so far, I'm having fun with it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the greatest movie, but as long as it's fun.
That's what we're looking for.
Exactly. Movie's only an hour and 10 minutes, so it's going to be a breeze to get through, so...
I really can't wait for Voltaire. You have no idea.
I say we dive back in.
Let's do it.
All right. We'll see you guys after this.
Good evening. It's intermission time, and during the next 10 minutes, we invite you to visit our refreshment stand located in the center of the drive-in.
Okay, so we're another 15 minutes in, and yeah, shit is hilarious.
Oh, I was going to say it's so boring and stupid. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I can tell by the look on your face.
Yeah, the laughter really gives it away.
Oh my god.
So let's talk about what happened with the pimp.
So the pimp went in the confessional and confessed that he killed Doug's parents in the car explosion that we did not see.
Mm-hmm.
There was blood everywhere and boiling skin and melting skin and it kind of gave me a hard-on. What the fuck? And then Doug killed him.
Yeah, he raged so hard that he turned into a dinosaur, like the Hulk, but for dinosaurs.
Right.
And then before, they didn't show the car blowing up, but they had no problem showing practically 5 minutes of this guy's just got blood coming out of his face and like different angles of the blood on his face.
I think it was intentional not to show the VFX of the car, just to make it seem like, oh, we ran out of money.
I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that one movie with the... Fuck. No, it's God. This is horrible listening. I apologize. But Kevin Nealon and the girl that it was dubbed. They re-recorded over the previous movie where he was like doing the kung fu stuff.
Oh, you're thinking of Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Thank you. It's that type of movie humor.
Right. Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah.
And now Doug is getting closer to Carol. They have a cute little relationship going on.
A little bit. They were sitting on a bench. He put his arm around her and she just snuggled right in. And of course his senior pastor, who wears the shittiest fucking garments, is like, you can't have anything to do with her. Don't you remember you're supposed to be a virgin? And he's like, but I like her. She's nice.
We got to see that apparently the evil guys in China are running a drug trade.
Yeah, but the main guy speaks Chinese, but then the white guy that's next to him speaks English as in replying to him.
Yeah.
And then he tried laughing like ha 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 ha, like an evil laugh, but it went on too long, so it was really awkward.
Awkward, yeah. And I will say this, the guys who were training, doing their kicks, I'm pretty sure that the priest outfits and these somewhat ninja-like outfits, I don't want to say ninja completely because that's Japanese, not Chinese, but whatever. Pretty sure they got them at Party City because that's exactly what they look like.
Yeah.
But, this movie is ridiculous, and I'm loving every second of it.
Heck yeah, I love it.
It is so stupid, but I love it.
It's really stupid.
I think that's a good place to stop.
Yeah.
And we'll get back into it.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you guys after this.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
And we're back. And we've seen more.
Guess who we've seen?
We were introduced to Aurelio Voltaire's character of...
I forget.
Altair.
Altair. And yet he's literally just playing himself.
He's just himself. He is just himself. And you know what? It's fucking glorious.
And they were like, it's going to be an exorcism, but it's just... it's a supposed seance, but he's literally just got tarot cards in front of him and he's saying gibberish.
Because they think they can exorcise the dinosaur spirit out of Doug.
But before that happens, the other priest has a flashback of when he was in the war.
The war.
But when in the flashback, he's wearing this really awful blonde wig. His helmet is not on correctly. He's the exact same age as he is now, which is old as fuck. He's talking about his love Adelaide and how that's what he's fighting for. She eventually randomly shows up and they're like, what is she doing here? Probably to start a family.
But before that, we have him talking with his wartime buddy Ali. He said, you go home and you have kids. You have like 11 kids. You name one of them after me. Your wartime buddy, Ali. He goes, you can tell he was the guy who went through the entire war without taking a single hit and had a smile on his face.
I want you to spend 15 minutes with each one of them every day. And you can smile like this. And he smiles.
And then gets immediately shot in the chest. And a giant spurt of blood just hits Father Stewart right in the fucking kisser.
But then when he hits the ground, obviously dead, he's still smoking.
And then we come to him trying to write a letter, and then Adeline shows up.
Yeah.
Randomly. Middle of wartime.
Out of nowhere, in the forest, she sees him, she gets so excited, and then as soon as she walks up to him, she hits a mine or what?
A trip mine and just liquefies and covers Stewart in all sorts of blood and gore.
It's the blood effect that got me. I lost it because it's kind of just like poured. It's like they had a bucket and just went flick.
Kind of reminds me of when Tony was telling us how they did the effect in It's My Party.
Yeah.
When they had the bucket and were just throwing it.
Yeah.
You know, somebody was just standing there with a bucket and we're like, okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
It was pretty good, though. I really liked it.
I just like the comment on one of the guys that goes, I don't think there's much we can do for her now. She's pretty well gone. It's like, yeah, she liquefied, dude.
So yeah, and then they snap back to the seance, and they're like, what do you feel? He's like, I feel anxious. And and Voltaire's like, that's normal, what else? He goes, I feel hot. And Voltaire's like, okay, again, that's normal, what else?
Deeper.
All of a sudden, he's like, oh, I feel hungry. And then he's wearing like the dinosaur gloves.
Very obvious dinosaur gloves. I think he plucks out Father Stewart's eye.
I missed that part.
And then runs off.
Yeah.
Altair is just laughing.
Yeah.
It's like, what have I done?
So he runs off into the forest, right? Where there are these ninja type guys, right?
Yeah, 2 of which are Australian, which threw me off.
I think one was a woman.
One's Chinese, and they were trying to figure out their plan of attack. I'm pretty sure they all died, but they didn't show it.
Well, they show him turning into a full dinosaur, and then they go back to what's-her-face's apartment.
Carol.
She just gets home from work, and he's, like, huddled in the corner, covered in newspapers.
For whatever reason, covered in newspapers.
Fully clothed.
I think I'm still bleeding. I was attacked. Oh my god, this movie is ridiculous, and I've said that before, but I'm loving every second of it. Because it's the kind of ridiculous you can be like, okay, this is a bad movie that is good.
Yes, absolutely.
This is one you could put on with friends and be like, you want to watch something that's really fucking insane? Here you go.
Yes.
And it's... Some of them might go, insane? Ooh, that means it's going to be crazy. It's like, no, it means it's going to be bonkers.
It's silly.
It's silly. It is ridiculous. It's obvious that a lot of this stuff was bought at some Halloween store, like the dinosaur gloves, but you know what? I'm not gonna knock it because, hey, I haven't made a movie.
Exactly.
So, you know what? More power to these guys for making a movie.
It's really fun.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like, even... the acting isn't bad, it's just kind of over the top.
Over the top is a good way to put it, yes.
Like, even Voltaire, he was just chewing up the scenery when he was there. I'm like, I didn't even know he could act, but man, this guy, I'd cast him in something else as basically the same guy.
And I love the fact that you were like, this dude is really good looking.
Like, I'm looking at him like, man, he's really handsome. Damn.
It's ridiculous how good looking he is.
Like, and it looks like with no effort. Like, he just rolls out of bed and he's like, oh, I'm Voltaire.
Yeah,
I'm gorgeous.
He rolls out of bed with eyeliner and a fucking black cape. I love him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I love him so much.
All right, so what do you say? We dive back in?
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you guys in just a minute.
Hi, folks. I'm Rico.
Oh, Nocho.
He's Peppy.
See?
You can find us at the concession stand in the lobby.
Along with all sorts of other tasty goodies.
See? Rico's Nachos, a refreshingly new and different snack discovery. Chock full of high-quality ingredients, crisp, fresh tortilla chips, covered with creamy aged cheddar cheese, topped off with zesty jalapeno pepper rings. Rico's Nachos, out of sight.
Remember, folks, we're the new star at the snack bar. Rico's Nachos, a new taste treat you can't beat.
See? Rico's Nachos, on sale at the snack bar now.
And it keeps getting better and better as it goes on.
Yeah, I really appreciate the first time making love / ice cream date / everything that happened montage.
They went through everything they've ever done together.
Lots of shots of them just reaching for, like, their hands reaching for the other hand. Green lights, red lights. Like, one part it showed them on a date eating ice cream, and I was like, what are you doing?
I will say, though, at least it wasn't gratuitous, and they had her, like, naked and all that. She was still clothed.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even
tasteful.
think about that. That's a good point.
Yeah, it was tasteful. It wasn't like, here's our sex scene, now let's get her naked.
Yeah. But their post-coital cuddle was interrupted by those ninja guys jumping through the window.
Yeah, and I don't know where Carol learned how to fight. But
I don't know, but she kicks ass.
I don't know what happened, but apparently if you're a hooker on the street, you gotta know karate too.
You gotta know how to fight, to be honest. Some sex workers really need to be able to fight.
Yeah, she took some self-defense classes or something, because she whooped some ass.
And then they continued to make out.
It got him so turned on.
And then one of the ninjas wasn't dead yet, and he was just like, remember your faith. I'm like, who are these guys?
Oh, man.
Well, apparently they're Templar ninjas.
Fighting for Christianity and God.
And cocaine. Super cocaine.
Yeah, 4 times more addictive than normal cocaine. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
The head ninja killed the head priest, and the head priest was like, Doug's gonna get you.
And they all just laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
Then they set their map on fire.
So then he, our main priest guy upgrades to a leather jacket and tight jeans that are rolled up at the bottom like he's a greaser.
Because now he's gone into badass mode.
And apparently he has telekinesis now.
Yeah, because they confronted they went to the secret hideout, because good thing that one ninja told us where the hideout was.
Before he died.
And then his brother is apparently part of this cartel of ninjas.
And his rage issue, his villain origin story is that his parents only saw that they had one son.
He was ignored his entire life.
So it goes back to, like, these little clips of the past going, you're our only son. He's like, thanks. And you see the other brother in the back of the car, like, raging.
Yeah, the brother throws down his sword and goes, I won't stain the sword of my ancestors with your blood. And then Doug just, like, uses the force.
Yeah.
To call the sword to him. He goes, your ancestors are my ancestors. And then kills him.
But then a big fight ensues.
A huge fight.
Poor
Carol got slashed across the chest.
Which is hilarious because blood starts coming out of her mouth.
A little bit at first, and then the more she talks, she coughs up more.
It's too late for me. You're better than them. Carol, I love you.
What will I do without you? Oh my god.
So yeah, the screen we're looking at right now, he's just got blood spurted all over his face from when she got from when he killed his brother.
When he killed his brother. This is the most ridiculous fucking movie I've ever seen, and I love it.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun watching this.
So when we rate it, what are we gonna rate it based on? We can't do stars, right? So Oh, gosh. We'll have to think of what we can use, what kind of rating system.
How many Velocipastors will we give it?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right, so...
We're an hour in.
Yeah, we're about an hour in. I say we just finish it off because there's not that much time left.
Yeah, there's only 10 minutes left.
And then we'll come back and, like Jerry Springer, give our final thoughts. We'll talk to you guys right after these words from the concession stand.
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons.
But
it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. Like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
All right, so we just finished the Velocipastor.
Now, how much of it do we want to give away?
Well, we've given away quite a bit, but I don't think I want to spoil the ending.
Okay.
There was a pretty fun, epic fight at the end.
I can say that there was a mannequin head involved that had really dark, furry eyebrows.
Very obvious mannequin head, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
Oh, man. I don't even know. It's like, I don't even know what to say without spoiling.
I know, because all the notes I have are like, spoil, 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 spoil. I'm like, damn it. The last 10 minutes are like everything.
Yeah. If you've listened this far in and you're interested to watch it, I say seek it out. It's on Amazon Prime if you got that service. I think it may also be on Shudder, but I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, if you're subscribed to Amazon Prime, definitely check it out. It's a popcorn movie.
Seriously, yeah.
Get yourself a big bowl of popcorn.
Maybe have a drink, maybe smoke a blunt, have some fun with this movie.
Exactly.
Watch it with some friends.
Know that you're going in for something that is ridiculous and bonkers and fun.
Yes.
It's silly.
It's intentionally silly.
And I want to say this, the ending has kind of left me wanting to see if they're going to do a sequel.
Oh, no.
It's kind of like when I watched Wolf Cop and I was like, I want more. And they're like, another Wolf Cop. I'm like, oh, which I still have to finish that. I still have to go back and rewatch another Wolf Cop.
Yeah.
So I never finished it, but oh, man. All right. So what would you give the Velocipastor on our rating scale? How many Velocipastors out of 10?
Out of 10? Oh, man. I was going out of 5. So
okay, we'll do out of 5.
I was going to go 4. 4 Velocipastors out of 5.
I'm going to go 4.5.
Oh, really?
Because I had that much fun with it.
Yeah, I did too.
It was a lot of fun. Oh, man. The acting's not great. It's just over the top.
I think their acting skills are perfectly fine.
If they were in any other movie that didn't require them to be so over the top and ridiculous, they would be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
They just had to be more over the top for something called the Velocipastor.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm so glad we chose this.
I know, me too. I've been wanting to see it for a while.
So it's a definite recommend from us.
Yeah, for
Definitely
sure.
check it out. So on our list here, I think we'll dive back into this for the next episode.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'm going to grab my pen here and cross off the Velocipastor. Pop the cap. Draw a line through that. We've seen that one. So I think maybe we go with one of your other choices that you marked. So how about for episode 48, we do Come to Daddy with Elijah Wood?
Yeah.
All right.
The more serious one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You heard it here. Next episode, we're doing Come to Daddy starring Elijah Wood.
Even though that totally sounds like a porn.
Come to Daddy.
I am Mr. Wood.
Ew. Ew. So yeah, Velocipastor definitely Skewered Universe approved. check it out, have some drinks, pop some popcorn, get some friends around.
Totes.
Be under the influence of some substances like marijuana, maybe. You know.
Or you could go with the theme of the movie and go for cocaine, but I don't recommend it.
I'm not going to condone that. But
it is illegal. We are not responsible for what happens to you.
Exactly. So that being said...
Skewered Universe approved!
Skewered Universe approved it is. So I guess, what should we do now? Should we tell them where they can find us?
Didn't we do that already?
Well, should we do it again?
I'll go for it.
You can find us on Facebook. There's a group. There's a Facebook page. Join those both.
Instagram. Twitter.
Instagram, Skewered U. Twitter,
not so much.
Skewered U. Yeah, Twitter. Post? Yeah, I post on Twitter when the new episodes go up.
Good.
Basically, my Twitter is just to follow wrestling Twitter and find out wrestling news and stuff. But I do post on there. Some people prefer Twitter over other social media outlets.
And speaking of wrestling, I have a best friend who happens to like wrestling stuff, and she is an oddball, and I fucking love her so much, and I think we're gonna have her on in the next couple of episodes.
Yes, definitely. She might be on the one just before episode 50.
Awesome.
Or she might be on 48. I don't know.
We'll figure it out, but she is going to be a good person.
Yeah, she's going to be a good guest to have.
Guest, thank you. This movie, zapped my brain cells.
I totally understand.
What was your favorite part of the movie?
Oh, my favorite part of the movie? His overreactions to things.
Okay. My favorite part is when What's-Her-Face gets, blown up. That's my favorite part.
That was good. That's up there.
I love the blood work.
She just turned into a bag of blood. Yeah. I mean, oh my god. It was glorious.
Good times.
And also remember, you can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/Skewered Universe Podcast. There you can find audio commentaries that we're working on, and you can get your hands on those Skewered Universe Transmissions episodes.
Transmissions!
I work hard putting those out there, and you guys can support the show. Help us out. We'll help you with more quality content.
Jeff gets hard.
Yeah. That happens.
I was just trying to be funny with words.
I know, and I had no comeback. Yeah, so I think
that does it.
That does it. Next episode, we're doing Come to Daddy. That'll be episode 48, 2 away from the big 5-0.
Mr. Wood comes to Daddy.
So until then, Leiann, do you have anything you'd like to tell our audience out there?
That I love you and thank you for listening.
And until then, keep enjoying that universe that's just a little bit
skewered.
Damn right.